Hey, welcome to EPN. My name is Victor Lucas. We bring you the latest in everything cool every single day, and we know you have busy lives, so it's tough to stay on top of all the cool things going on in video games, entertainment, and tech. That's why we make you the rundown. It looks like the wheels are in motion on a brand new Grand Theft Auto game. Citing an unnamed source, TechRadar.com reports that Rockstar has already begun development on Grand Theft Auto 6. Their source says that the studio has begun preliminary work on the new title, but they haven't yet decided on a setting, so it's likely a few years away. GTA 5 was first released in 2013, and since there's usually a 4 to 5 year wait between main titles in the series, this seems like an accurate time frame. Rockstar still hasn't delivered any single-player expansions for GTA 5, so hopefully that's still coming, and you can bet that GTA Online will continue to be updated as well. Over in the Old West, Rockstar has long been rumored to be working on a follow-up to Red Dead Redemption, which will hopefully be unveiled this year.
Hello, old friend. Been a long time.
We may have some pretty big problems with it, but Batman vs. Superman is a big success. Or is it? The new movie has been panned by critics, including yours truly, but it still managed to earn $420 million worldwide in its opening weekend. This is the biggest opening ever for a DC movie and is also the biggest March opening of all time. It also beat the openings for both The Avengers and its sequel, Age of Ultron.
You amazingly failed.
The filmmakers behind Batman vs. Superman said that they made the movie for the fans, with Warner Brothers domestic distribution chief Jeff Goldstein saying that the box office success highlights the disconnect between critics and audiences.
If I wanted it, you'd be dead already.
Not so fast. If you look at the numbers, Batman vs. Superman had a huge drop-off in revenue from Friday to Saturday. Most movies see audiences go down a bit throughout the course of the weekend, but with this film, it's a lot more pronounced, indicating bad word of mouth among audiences. Viewers, not critics, also gave the film a B cinema score, which is much lower than average and on par with other DC debacles like Catwoman and Green Lantern. The film also didn't do as well as expected in China, where Batman and Superman aren't as well known and can't pull in mass audiences despite bad reviews. The real test for Batman vs. Superman will be to see how much longevity it has over the coming weeks and months.
Don't believe everything you hear, son.
If the success of Batman vs. Superman is making you kind of depressed, a superhero movie that's actually good is also raking in all kinds of dough. Fox and Marvel's Deadpool has broken another box office record. It's now the highest grossing R-rated movie of all time at the international box office, earning $745 million and still going strong. Those numbers are pretty impressive when you consider that Deadpool only cost $58 million to produce, far below other superhero movies. The success is mainly due to its positive word of mouth, which has kept audiences going back to see it weeks and months after its release, which probably won't happen with a certain other superhero movie that isn't worth mentioning again.
Woo! Superhero landing.
Deadpool still isn't the biggest R-rated movie of all time if you go by just the North American box office. It needs to earn another $20 million to beat the #1 domestic champ, Mel Gibson's The Passion of the Christ. Yup, Deadpool still isn't bigger than Jesus. Yet.
I'm touching myself tonight.
A real Superman is returning to Earth, and this one doesn't bleed. Brad Bird's 1999 masterpiece, The Iron Giant, will hit Blu-ray for the first time ever on September 6th. The discs will include two different versions of the film, the original cut and the extended signature edition, which was released in theaters and on DVD last year. There will also be two different versions of the Blu-ray, a regular edition and a fancy collector's set that includes an art book, cards, and a statue of the Iron Giant. The film, for those of you who still haven't seen it, takes place in the 1950s and sees a boy befriend a giant alien robot. It was a box office bomb when it was first released, but has since earned a large cult following. Apple's battle with the U.S. government is over, for now. The FBI has ended its legal case against Apple after revealing that they found a way to break into an iPhone owned by the San Bernardino killer without the tech company's help. The FBI had been seeking a court order forcing Apple to write new software that would circumvent the iPhone's encryption, with Apple objecting, pointing out that this would put the privacy and security of all iPhones at risk. Now that the FBI has found a way to break in without Apple's help, there's no need to continue the legal battle. The bigger battle between security and privacy isn't over, though. The U.S. government has been pressuring all tech companies to make their encryption weaker so that it can be bypassed by law enforcement, while privacy advocates and most tech experts say that if it's possible for the government to break in, anyone can. And here's something for your phone that the FBI probably doesn't care about. Nintendo has announced that their first smartphone app, Miitomo, will finally hit North America on Thursday, March 31st. Released in Japan earlier this month, Miitomo is basically a social hub for iOS and Android devices, with users interacting with their friends using their Mi characters from the Wii U and 3DS. You can also create a new Mi by using your smartphone's camera. Miitomo is just the first of many apps and games that Nintendo is creating for smartphones. They had been holding out against the rising tide of mobile gaming for years, but finally gave in a year ago after buying a stake in Japanese mobile giant DNA. Miitomo isn't the only thing landing this Thursday. That's also when the new My Nintendo Rewards program will launch on the Wii U and 3DS, giving players the ability to earn in-game points, which can then be used to buy other games from the eShop. That's it for the Rundown today, everybody. We'll be back again with a brand new one tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Hey, thanks for checking out that video on our EPN channel. It's just one small part of the things that we make around here. So if you liked it, don't forget to check out some of our other vids and hit that subscribe button.